All right, let's hope this works. Something completely different for this channel.
Also, I'm here.
Yeah. I've actually helped Case with a video or two before. I'm the reason why in that Devil Trigger music video you see Rebecca get shot.
If they ever watch that,
It has a
okay.
million views. There's at least a few people on my channel who's seen it.
Also, it's like the second one. It's like 100,000, but who's counting? Whatever. Point is, you helped out the video.
Oh yeah.
So we're going through the characters from season 1 to 3, right?
Yep. Of a series that is way better than it has any right to be, frankly.
And I'm glad only a few know of its existence.
Yeah.
If it
So,
was mainstream, I wouldn't want that.
yeah. All right. We're going to add a row below because we're going to do something a bit different here first.
New. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's probably some people that are in the manga that we have not,
Oh
gone
no.
forward on.
No, actually, here's the thing. All of this is based on characters we see up to season 3. Like, even the ones on the manga panel, these are characters we see.
Okay, if you want, I guess. Okay, well,
So,
the guy. Okay, well, the guy on the right, like the second row on the right, he's from season 2. I'm not sure if he should be counted as new.
no, here's the thing. This isn't new. It left before I could actually change it.
Oh, okay.
All right. And so, we are putting the main 3 as the
First,
backbone of the series.
she's up there. Yeah, she's down.
All right.
Yeah,
There's
where
Clara. Oh,
Nafala was.
and there he is.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
So the
not them.
backbone.
This is not them being bottom tier. Quite the opposite. They hold everything else up.
Oh, so we're not gonna sort them. So those are the two that we're not going to sort.
Yeah.
Like we're just keeping them that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, maybe, I was thinking that maybe we should just save them for last, but okay. All right. Well, we can start then.
All right.
So who are we starting with first? Are we gonna like go through order, or are we just gonna pick out? What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I didn't think this too far through. We're just gonna do it bit by bit.
I don't know. I never got this far.
Yeah.
I never thought I got this far.
All
I get
right.
this far.
Well, let's get this one out of the way. Absolute, great example of a comic relief character.
Aiko.
Yeah.
She's gonna be there. I mean, I'd at least put her on A tier just because, like, I wish she was more like in
Oh.
the story. I know she's there for comedic
Actually,
relief, but
I'm glad you brought that up. I really do think we should be looking at this like as their role in the series.
yeah. Like,
So,
here's the thing: she's entertaining herself. It's just she's knocked down to A rank just because she's. I wish she was part of the story. Like, remember I said that theory that I hope when Aruma's like human, like when they figure out he's human, she's like the first one or one of the few people that interacts with him and defends him for being human.
I
Like,
actually think what would happen is instead of that, if they do something serious with the character, assuming the manga hasn't already,
that's what I'm talking about. Like something
instead of
serious
it
like
being
that.
that, I think what would happen is she would be the first one he confines with.
Probably. Either way, I'd be fine with A. Are we gonna still put her at S or?
I'm putting her in S because when I think of her as a support character or a cutaway character, she is genuinely phenomenal at her job.
Okay, fair enough.
Plus,
Right.
you could put her in almost any situation and something funny will happen. And in a comedy, that's really important.
Yeah.
By extension,
Okay, so
for a friend, I guess I'll put her to B.
B is fine. She's
Like,
more of the straight girl for her, or
yeah.
like what people say, tard wranglers.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
no, to be fair, that has a very different implication in this context.
I guess. All right, so who's gonna be next? Like,
All right.
should we do this in? Because I want to know who's gonna be next.
Should
You know what? How about you know what? Let's go with opera.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Opera. I just saw it.
He's right. Okay, he's fourth row, second.
There he is. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, he should be, or they, because
No. The interesting thing with opera is that opera is technically androgynous, so we don't know
I know
one way or the
nobody
other.
knows. I don't. Nobody knows, but that nowadays they means for like people, even if they don't know their gender. Like if they don't, but whatever. Opera. Yeah, I agree with the list on opera being there.
Yeah. Opera is a tier character. It is always a pleasure to see him on screen.
I really like when Opera can just tame like the chair demon all the time, and also to an extent Caligo. I think that's the funniest moments when, and also whenever he's uncharacteristically, I guess, nervous or frightened or anything
Whenever
else.
you see like more of his emotions show up.
Yeah, no, like an example where Iruma was in this evil cycle. That was probably one of the very few times where he lost his cool.
Yeah. There's also the bit where he had to deal with Iruma and Amari's cooking. That nearly broke him.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with one I
S tier. He
yeah.
belongs on the S. I love that man. Like,
Yeah.
just like that man is the
Yeah.
epitome of an unmovable force.
Yeah.
Like, no, but like like if you tell him to jump off a cliff, you'll become Demon King. He'll do it, no questions asked. And, like that, like every
He'll do
time
that
whenever
and
he
he'll come
shows up.
back up with the stalactite he fell on top of still stuck to his head.
Considering the fact, like, the first moment we saw him was that he didn't even dodge any of the traps that Iruma did whenever he entered the classroom, that could, that is very well likely.
Surprised the series hasn't done a joke for that yet. Well, maybe it has. All right, let's see.
You know what? How about we start with? Oh wait. I guess is Carolee also part? Wait. Why'd you make them? Wait. Why'd you make them two? Like you made Carolee and also.
I didn't make this. I found this one.
Okay. Can we make a rule not to like have like alter egos on this list then? Because they're just one person
Oh.
at the end of the day, unless they have like split personality disorder. Because
Yeah,
I know
I get what
Carolee
you
doesn't.
mean.
Yeah, I know Carolee doesn't have split personality, so we can rule out like her.
Actually,
idol
Grandpa's
side.
going to S tier. Let's not pretend.
Yeah,
he is.
let's just say let's put him on there. Belongs on the S tier. I pretty much I say he's just pretty much every like what people want their grandpa to be. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like I have no offense to anyone that has a grandpa or doesn't want them to change, but if we were in Iruma's situation, I think we would like bow to this man every day for the rest of our lives. Like I like how he has like this sort of facade of trying to be like this scary demon ruler or whatever, or chair demon, and then we just see him go like egg boy.
Yeah. Though to be fair, there is a degree that there's a lot of stuff he's not diving into. Like that there is a deeper motive to what he's doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't know that yet, but yeah, like I'm pretty sure the manga has probably gone further. If not, then later.
Yeah.
You know what? Since he's like the first image, yeah. Let's talk about him.
All right. I'm going.
What's his name? What's his name? I know they're like I know the girls. Whenever he made that castle, his nickname was Sir Dinion, but I said his name before.
I know. Well, you always had to correct me because I just keep calling him Lakitu.
Yeah, because he's.
I think he's based on the same mythical creature.
What was that one?
If I knew, I'd tell you.
Okay. Well, let's put him on B. I'll be honest.
Yeah. He's nice, but I think the big thing with him is he needs to be around other characters to get some good interactions out of.
Well, he was back with the Walter Park.
Oh,
and then
make no mistake, like he
season 3.
constantly is, but what I mean is like he also has to be.
By the way, his name is Agaris. I remembered his name is Agaris.
Oh. Alright, well,
Yeah.
hang on.
Either way, Agaris,
Now, here's the real question. Does his wingman jump a tier above him?
I'd say keep him on B. They're not that good of like, they're not that good of
it's honestly the order we put them in doesn't matter, but it makes me feel better to do it this way.
No, that I was thinking when I've seen that on like tier list, I just think they're in just the same category. They shouldn't be like a ranking list on a
like
ranking.
you make B plus or B minus if that matters that much.
Pretty much. Anyway, for Goemon, I don't know. I like him, I guess. He seems like for some of the interactions, I like how modest I would say he is to people. Like,
yeah,
that's about it. I don't know. I think his weapon, the wind sword, is pretty cool. That's what I really.
He's
got
easily
for him.
like the most Naruto character of the class.
I guess he sounds like I looked up his VA. He sounds like somebody, but I was actually wrong. It's just somebody I didn't know.
The voice actor sounds like somebody. Man, don't be too
Like,
descriptive on me.
I would tell you who I thought he was, but you wouldn't know because, you know.
That's fair.
By the way, for anyone that's watching, we watched this dub. Suck it.
No,
We
I've
liked
actually
it.
been seeing this subbed quite a bit, mostly because of other reaction channels doing so. Cowards.
Oh,
But this is one of the few series where I actually did really like the sub as well. The Japanese voice direction wasn't quite as screamy as some that I've seen have gotten, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
Amari's going to S tier. This is just, the S tier has just been like really obvious thus
Yeah, I
far.
know. No,
Like,
this is what like that's the thing. When
the
I
S tier can
showed
be
you
the
this-
you've watched the show, right? Tier.
Yeah. Like the thing is, I knew you were gonna put her up there because the moment I was showing you this and I was thinking of showing you this, I was like, he is really gonna like this character, and
Yeah.
lo and behold.
She might be the funniest character in the show. Like, she is up there.
What about Aiko? Well, I remember you put her up there because of that.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, being able to compete with Aiko, that's impressive. Anyway,
Yeah.
where does Mineta Al go?
Put him on C.
Yeah. I still like him. Like, honestly, I like him more than Mineta. I think he has a more charming personality, which, I mean, that's kind of the point of him. But
yeah, Kamui. I mean, I found Kamui. I think his name's Kamui. I found him more entertaining than Mineta because he made me laugh. Mineta doesn't.
Mineta kind of... With Mineta, I laugh when he gets hurt.
Kamui, I like what he says. Like for example, there's one example whenever I watched it for the first time with Baja. For those of you who don't know, that's a friend. Anyway, I watched it with him whenever, Caligo was talking about why they're in the Misfit class, and he talks about his reason. He goes,
Yeah,
I
he says
regret nothing.
Yeah.
That made us lose it. Point is,
he'd be the
he's
biggest
funny.
simp in the series if Alistair wasn't here.
Well, also,
Not Alistair, Asmodeus. I've made that mistake more than once.
yeah, you did call him Alistair, actually.
Who am I thinking? What other character is named that? Why do I keep defaulting to that?
Are you talking about that? Okay, actually, are you talking about that one that wants Amari or whatever, or like sees her as his queen or whatever?
No, I don't think it's based on that guy specifically, because I keep forgetting that guy's name, and I think that guy is this guy.
Yeah, that's him. It's Elagoth. But you know what? Let's go with him next. He's there. C or D? I'll be honest.
I could honestly go to B, but I'll meet you halfway with C then. We'll make that our compromise spot.
The reason why I say C is because since there are some funny moments with him, I'll give him that. The same as Kamui. The problem I have with him is that he just there are moments where every time he's on screen, he just won't stop doing that. Kamui at times will. He won't.
If you're wondering what that is, I don't think YouTube will let us talk about it. But when I think of
simps for waifus, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm not. You can probably remember this when he said, "My waifus are here." I audibly cringed.
No, I did that too. I was like, "Oh my god, shut up."
All right. Let's see. Okay, where do we put her? Yeah, I'm willing to
put her with B. I'll put her with B.
Okay. Why B specifically?
For one thing, I really liked what I honestly liked her at the what was it? What do they call it? Shit, I'm trying to remember what the arc was called.
We'll just call it the internship because that's effectively what it was.
The Harvest Festival. That's what it is. I liked her and I liked her inclusion in the Harvest Festival because out of season 1 and 2, she wasn't really that much of a focus. So I don't know. I just liked her interactions between Clara and Miss Rhyme because for Clara, she's like this older sister to Clara that I liked.
Huh. That's actually a good point. Yeah, now that you say that, she was given a much more mature portrayal during that arc than what we had seen up until that point.
Most of the classmates kind of had their time to shine, either if it was that or the Evil Cycle arc.
Well, except for him, but that was kind of the joke.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. I know he's gonna be focused more in the manga, but we don't know shit about this dude other than
Yeah.
he was there.
Yeah, like the entire
So,
point is this is a background character. Did you
like,
notice?
if we were, if we were like putting this on at while also we've read the manga, he probably would have been somewhere else. But for anyone that has read the manga,
Or
we
maybe we would
don't
have had to
know.
make E tier just for him. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Next.
uh, you know what? Just to get them out of the way, I'm gonna put these characters to B tier as side characters, mostly
Oh, what do we
for.
put? What do we put with Day?
Uh,
Day Sako.
I'm gonna be
For
honest. She annoys me.
then why isn't she a D?
Good point.
Like, and you know
So,
what? She's all, I think she's the worst simp out of those three, or two, I would say.
1 second, hang on.
2 weeks later.
So what we were talking about, oh yeah, the simp girl. Like, she's more of a simp than those two on the T list. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Like, anytime it's like, stuff like that.
my biggest thing with her is more than any other side character, I feel like the show has to stop for her. And it was getting kind of annoying when we got to the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, especially with fuck, why am I forgetting the dude's name? I just said it, Agaris. Yeah, especially with Agaris. Like, whenever they're in the castle or whatever, she kept trying to throw herself on him.
Yeah.
I mean, Kalmari isn't, like, also has done that, but she does that a lot.
With her, it feels like I'm just looking at the same joke every single time.
Yeah.
And,
Alright, next!
yeah,
sorry.
unlike Waifu Simp here, there's not great variation to it.
Yeah, sadly. Alright, next!
Alright, you know what? For arc-specific characters, as far as it's so far,
Ichiro?
yeah, and his brother, I'm willing to put them to B tier.
Where is he? Oh, there he is, yeah.
Yeah, right next to each other.
Funny enough, in the dub, Nero, the little brother over there or whatever, he's voiced by the person that recently is the main protagonist of Metaphor, so that's kind of funny.
Huh. How timely for you.
At first, whenever I was playing it, I thought his voice didn't fit, but then it slowly, got to me. Anyway, point is, I'd say so. I like how hot-headed they are and how absent-minded that they thought their master was,
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought they were with, Asmodeus
Well,
and
yeah, but
Saburo.
when we're on that point,
S,
Yeah.
no, you better put him on S tier. The dude deserves every good thing in his life. Like, that man, I don't care. If he wants to pet me, I will say do it.
well, in person, it might have been a little more concerning, but
Hey, he's not gonna do anything bad. Anything bad to me, so I'm fine. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's an equivalent to a hug from him, and I'll take it.
that's actually probably accurate.
And also, I like how nice he is. Like, it's one of those. It's one of those, common character things where it's like, looks like a bad guy, actually a nice dude. I'm a sucker for those, so.
Alright, pardon me, I'm going to throw my dog into outer space. I'll be right back.
82 kilometers later.
Alright, hopefully I can stay this time.
Well, I mean, we've had this before when we were watching Code Lyoko, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to, like,
And to
edit
be
some stuff out.
Yeah, and to be fair, all of this is being recorded at once on my end, so that should be easy enough to fix.
So who did we stop at? No, not. Actually, you know what? How about we put Caligo on the list?
Yeah, okay. I'll be honest. I go back and forth between A and S, and I'm leaning to A for him.
I wouldn't mind.
Like, I could be talked into S tier, like if I just watched a good episode with him.
I mean, there was one focused on him.
Yeah. Part of me would almost want to put Robin in S tier just because the idea that it would really piss him off.
Yeah, but he's a non-fictional character. That won't really matter.
Yeah, I know. Look, I can.
Actually,
maybe I should be happy this one's not real.
Before we keep going, the reason for Caligo on A
right.
tier. I mean, I agree with your A tier on it. I was thinking of S, but then one of the things on it is that even despite his class actually, moving forward and improving and stuff, he's still kind of a douche. I know that's his thing, but
Yeah.
I wish we'd see more of him actually being
It
a
can
bit
make
more
him
lenient.
it can make him a little static. Now,
Yeah.
granted, as he is, he's really damn entertaining, and there's always the chance we see more of him as the series goes on. But for the first 3 seasons, what you see is what you get, and thankfully it's entertaining, especially when there's Robin nearby to suffer.
Yeah. For A rank,
Poor
the A
Robin,
rank
like
on him.
I am so glad that he, like, after his introduction, gets moments where you actually see him use his ability, because he is the biggest chew toy on this roster so far.
Yeah, he sort of is. He always gets like, in quote killed by Caligo.
Well, let's go with
Put her B. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put her a B.
Hmm.
The reason why I'm putting her on B, on it, does that like spread out even more? Does that minimize
It'll
it if you
eventually go down like to another one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say B. The reason why is her first impression was not good.
Yeah,
I saw her as like this spoiled brat or whatever whenever she was tasking Iruma and everything. I know it was like tragic of her having like this backstory where everyone had just completely ditched her, but she didn't need to do that. She didn't need to like do that to, good boy Iruma. Especially also like whenever but it wasn't until Sullivan was like, "Hey, so how's my gradson's training going?" It's like, "Training?" It's like, so it wasn't like as if she wanted to get rid
Yeah.
of him. It was like, "Oh right, I have a job to do." So that's the reason why
I'll
I'm
meet you
putting her on
halfway
B.
and say that and put her there. Because my big thing with her is that she was the first time where I actually felt a character's backstory story for them since, well, Iruma himself.
Why is it something you related with or something?
I don't even know if that's the case, but it's just something that struck a chord with me.
All right, I say
So,
B, but that's fine, I guess.
well, yeah, because I would be willing to consider S, but with you being B, I'd say A is like will be our compromise.
All right,
Because she was
I
one of
just
my
didn't.
favorite
I
characters
really
in season 3.
like. I just didn't like her first impression on that. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, it's a rough first impression. It'll be interesting to see what I think of that on rewatch value.
Yeah.
Because,
Alright.
some things go up or down. Kabuto. That's not his actual name, but that's who he is.
Okay, this is a bit hard for me because
Yeah.
for a villain, I'm trying to think because I just don't like him because of how creepy he is.
Yeah.
But that's the point.
Yeah.
So I'm having a hard time to know where to put this mofo on.
You know what? Based on where we've been going, I think I know where he belongs.
B. C. Okay.
Because here's the thing.
Fair enough.
First, without spoiling too much, if you've seen Infinity Train, you know the problem Simon has when you rewatch it. You're just waiting for it to drop. And Discount Kabuto here has that problem.
I remember you said something about that one, like when we were watching season 1.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a problem you have in the first time you're watching it, because thanks to the dramatic irony, there's the element of waiting for the characters to catch up with what you know, and hot damn do they love to drag their feet with him.
Yeah, Ami really didn't, and Ami really didn't really do much in seasons 2 and 3 as well. He was just like, even in 3, he just showed up for one episode and that was it. Like,
Yeah, and we got a very disturbing shot out of him that I try to forget.
Yeah, he was having like his fucking wing boner. It's like, Jesus.
All right, let's move on and never talk about that again. Hang on. All right, do we have our first A tier for the Misfit class out with him? Because
I mean,
like if he's in
shine
if he's in B tier, he is like high end of it.
Not Alistair, Schneider. I think his name is Schneider. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I did like that little thing he did where he gave them the vase or whatever, the vase of endings and stuff, and how they did that. But I don't know. I'd say B.
Yeah, I guess with him it depends. Like, how much does the Harvest Festival carry him?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
like,
with that, I don't think you'll have any issue. But say, I don't think Jazz will be of any contention there, because
No,
he had the
I like this
benefit of
man.
also the Royal One arc.
Yeah, yeah, because I see him like as this like cool dude that you can hang out with, but you might want to be careful what you have in your pockets. Like that's what I see him as, which I like, of
Yeah.
course.
Where are we putting her? This is actually hard.
It's either B or A. But one of the reasons I said like I was leaning towards B was because I don't know, she treats Iruma too badly, like wanting
Yeah.
him to like cross dress a lot. Like especially Iruma has done nothing bad to her, like at least willingly,
Yeah.
and yet she's just still forcing him to do this, do that.
Oh, yeah, I think B's a good bit for her.
Like, she's pretty funny. I like her duality with her, idol, her being an idol and whatnot, but still,
Spoiler, I guess, but why are you watching this if you haven't seen it yet?
We already have, like, characters from, like, seasons 1 to 3. I think spoilers is, past the point.
Yeah. By the way, spoiler alert, Iruma stops Kabuto. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the little Jawa.
Yeah, come. That's his name.
Yeah, no, Jawa. I'm calling him Jawa.
Oh, wait, hold on. We should all tell why he's on A rank.
He made me laugh.
Uh,
Do I need a more
stab.
Yeah. Look, he's like one of the few people who has any sort of reign over Clara in the slightest.
I guess, yeah.
Or at least as much as one can. By the way, I am really surprised that this thing is a separate species, but we'll get to him later. No, don't go there.
There's a little spoiler about Nafula, but I don't know if I should say it.
Oh. Let's at least wait till later. Let's give people a chance to click off and get annoyed with us first.
Okay, I know somebody would put Nafula on S tier, but that's
Tough.
not where Nafula should be. Yep.
What about
For
her?
anyone who knows her. Put her on B.
Okay.
I honestly say B. Like, she's entertaining with the whole yes part, but like, as a character, not that much.
She does her job.
Yeah,
There's nothing about her annoying. There's nothing about her that's annoying. Her verbal tick is cute. I would actually say a lot of the... hang on, a lot of the teacher stuff I would put into B tier for a similar reason.
Yeah.
I'll put her slightly above that just because her interactions with Caligo are cute. But I don't think it's enough to jump a rank. Ollie. There you are.
Let's
he
put him on
has to be at least A.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's put
And you
him
know
on
what?
A.
Let's put him above Jawa at least.
Oh wait, are we still doing the ranking thing? I thought we were.
I'm not, but it gives me peace of mind in this case to do so.
Okay. Well, I like him. I just like him because he's just around Iruma, just messing with him at times.
Yeah. Oh man, evil Iruma is not a character on this list. That's bullshit.
Well, actually that could count since that's kind of split personality.
Yeah.
I don't count.
This gets a separate character.
Yeah, I don't count that because she's sound of mind when that happens. It's not like a split personality whenever she does that.
Okay. You know what? I'm willing to
put him on A or.
He's like
I'd say A. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't really put him on it with Saburo and everything else.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
His character.
He's approaching
his character progression. Yeah, his character progression really shot up during the Harvest Festival. I really liked his interactions with Iruma. Like, and despite what
I was not expecting him to be
like.
I was not expecting him he'd be one of like Iruma's like close pals.
I'll be on, and also, despite what Iruma says, he Lead is the bigger brother to Iruma.
Yeah.
Like I know it was like for a joke, but I saw him like that during the arc, and while he was over at his house and stuff. So we barely know about her. I say C.
Yeah, they're accessories to Grandpa's jokes right now.
Yeah,
like this will obviously go up as time goes on.
Yeah, we don't know much about them other than that one thing. And also she ose a water park, or built it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then one of the lines that we like,
well, speaking of the water park.
Okay, he wasn't at the water park. He was at Disney World. I'd
Oh,
say
right.
B or A.
Then we'll get. I'm very mixed on him because he annoyed me at first.
Really?
Yeah. Now, granted, that was
But
also
I-
the point. Like he was like supposed to be a mildly annoying antagonist, and then you find out no, he had nothing to do with it. It was actually Professor.
He literally
Creed.
has attention whore, the bloodline
Yeah.
ability, attention whoring.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
basically what it is.
Yeah, his stand is attention whore.
Like, I like him. I remember when I showed my brother like it, he always loved whatever he
You know what?
saw.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he deserves it. He deserves A tier. I think especially
Appar-
after the Walter Park arc.
at least he has a conscience.
Yeah, I think that gave him the depth he needed. Though I did appreciate the joke if he says, if it's not flamboyant and over the top, it's not worth my time.
I hope we see more of him because we only saw him like a little bit of him during season 3, like in episode 1, and that was it. So,
You know what? I'm just gonna say out of all of them, she was my least favorite, like, easily.
is it just because she was crying a lot and stuff?
It is such a one-note detail.
Yeah,
There is
I
a
agree.
reason why, when we cut back to these two, it's always that they're drowning.
True.
Because there's not
But to
much you
be
can
fair,
do with this
but-
character there.
To be fair, we also cut back whenever it was Asmodeus and Sobnok when they were cutting back to him, Professor.
Yeah, but he actually had banter with them.
I know, but it, like they were. Yeah, but sorry, when they were cutting back to him to ball him, he was beating the shit out of them. So like, I mean,
Yeah, that
still,
was fun.
He was he was around more than Lady Vapa, but
Yeah, alright, I'll put him to C
Mr.
tier.
Hat is C.
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing like particularly noteworthy, nothing frustrating. He gets B tier easily.
Man, I love how he was just basically a troll to Jazz and Schneider.
This is supposed to be the Demon King, right? Like the old
Yeah,
one.
Durkilla. We don't know much about him. I say C.
Yeah, just by lack of information.
Yeah, I mean that's basically how it is.
Okay, how many of these characters are are like the Six Fingers?
6. I'm sorry, but it's true. The 6 figures. There's 6 people.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Of like this immediate area.
I forgot that dude's name. The one that was helping
Oh,
what was his name?
um,
Ocho. Yeah, the one that was held. Oh wait, or is that his name, Ocho?
yeah,
I forgot
Ocho's his name, but was he part of the Six Fingers or was he just?
I think he wasn't. I remember because he wasn't in Walter Park.
Yeah.
I think he was just he just reported the main baddie.
And yeah,
I-
this is I mean, I guess she's gonna get B tier because like she's the one we know the most about.
also, I wish he wasn't evil. Sadly,
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the series actively plays into that, so apparently
I
in the
know,
manga.
but like I was sad when Baja and I were watching. We were both sad.
I think feel free to correct me on this because it's been a hot minute since I watched this arc. The problem is this
I mean,
is 5 and there's 6 of them, or is Discount Kabuto one of them and I'm forgetting that? No,
He's kind of their leader.
He's their
like,
leader. Okay,
now,
wait,
but
okay, who is? It's not this guy.
who are you trying to find?
The last of the 6 of them, because there's 1, 2,
Yeah, we're
3,
missing
4, 5.
5.
5
Shit,
is
who are
less
we
than
missing?
6. Who are we
Hold
missing?
on. Wait. Oh wait, yeah, it's the lady that was with the little dude. Like whenever they were at the tailor shop or whatever. Where is she? She should be on here. There at the bottom, the last image right there. There.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean they're C. We don't know much about them, but they're pretty hard asses. So Amari's dad is an A. I
Yeah.
just love any time like he tries to interact with his daughter, and then like here's Iruma's name.
Yeah.
He's a good father, but man, he needs to let them go.
They
Yeah,
deserve
fuck
it.
those two. Fuck those. They should just be on the negative list. That's what they should be on. One of the worst parents I think I've ever. Oh, you're gonna actually put that? You should just put die or needs to die. Like that's what you should just put. Nether.
Uh, oh wait, is another just that?
I think that's it. Yeah,
No, no.
having trouble. Okay. Yeah, no, they're the bottom barrel. Like,
Yeah.
there was
These
something
guys are
similar,
at the
like I
bottom
said,
because they hold everything up. These two are at the
and they're
bottom
the
because they
reason.
deserve it.
Yeah, like the thing is too, like I said, there was a similar one with Hayate, the combat butler, where really, that was yeah, Iruma was in similar situation because of or Hayate was in a similar situation to Iruma's because of his parents. So that's just what reminded me of them, and their bottom of the barrel worst parents. I know it's a comedy, but
yeah, the Valaks are for the
uh,
most part going to be making it to B.
unless you hate their singing.
Well,
I don't mind
I
their
don't even
singing.
care
It's
for their
just
singing, but they are a very funny foil. However, these two I am willing to put up slightly just because they have more comedy to them.
did you kidnap him from somewhere?
Yes,
The
the genetic struggle is very clear.
yeah, clearly real. How about we go with Miss Rhyme first now or next? She's second image on the right.
Oh,
Right.
all
Yeah, I
right.
think. Yeah. Want to put her on B? Is B good enough?
I don't know, cause part of me wants to lean more towards C because she falls into that one note category. Understandably
Just,
so.
just
but-
being sexy succubus demon girl.
Yeah, like she's one of those characters where if she shows up in a scene, you know exactly how she's going to act.
I mean, the only thing the noteworthy I liked her interaction with Clara and Elizabeth.
You know what? That's fair enough.
I mean, like that's all I could think of. Also, I'm just sorry. I
Also,
just remember
also the line where she probably belongs in jail.
yeah, but like, yeah, even babies are 3% sexy.
Yeah, I'm calling the police.
Yeah, but then she said, "You're telling me she's more innocent," but
I'm putting these guys in B tier. They are functionally the same
student council?
character. Yeah,
yeah,
but they do their job well. And I like the little detail that they got sad when Iruma was gone.
yeah, that they missed him. That was nice.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I'll put her
Put
in
her on
B.
C.
C?
Look, yeah, because I'll be honest, we don't know much about her. Like, okay, here's the thing: she is noticeable in the manga, apparently later, but we don't know much about the character. All we know is that she's Sobrock's little sister, and she's.
By the way,
like,
Ganondorf's also going in C.
there's not much we know about him as a villain.
He sits in a
just know
chair,
what
and his job is to be evil and sit in a chair. He's Ganondorf.
pretty much. I can't wait to see his plans fall. To be honest,
he gets B. He's entertaining.
I mean, yeah, I liked him during the royal arc.
You know what? Given that it's someone besides Iruma that Asmodeus gets to interact with.
Oh no, he shouldn't be at an A. Look, I'll be honest. There are some interactions, but he does not warrant that. To be honest,
All right, fine.
like, yeah, I'll stick with B on this at least.
Yeah.
So
where do we put Captain Plot Twist?
Put Knopfler at B.
That's fair.
I liked when Knopfler helped out.
For those who have not seen the
basically
series, I promise you that putting him next to the student council is purely coincidence.
Oh God.
See,
That's I guess only because he acts like his son.
I mean, yeah,
the other way
he's
around.
exactly what you'd expect.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
I'll put Ocho in C because my favorite part is when he got shot.
Nice. I'm sorry that was just hilarious. Orberus, I think his name is, right? The guy that was like cursing
Horseman.
them. B, I guess.
I'd put him in B. I genuinely found it hilarious on just how much of his story is a subversion.
Yeah. he was at the number 2. But like it turns out I always loved it, you know.
Yeah,
I
no,
made the joke of courage.
it's the Blacktooth simp that it turns out was the religious cult member.
Yeah, second place. I grow tired of second place. Like that's just him.
He was a day
Or-
away
or-
from turning into cats.
Yeah. Except though he didn't. Except though it's not like he went up to them and went, care to play a game before you die, or whatever. Anyway, C. Keep her
Yeah.
C.
She's
There's not much to it. She was just only at the idol arc, but it's not much.
should lead
C or D. Look, we don't know much about her, but
You know what? She was at least entertaining enough. She deserves C.
I mean, she
I-
was like she's trying to look for a date, which honestly I think that's relatable for most people. Like they just want somebody in their life.
Though, admittedly, she's also probably part of the reason Lead almost made it to S tier. Though that interaction was gold.
Okay, let's go with like Alice's dad. Mom, I mean. We haven't seen his dad yet. Okay. She's either on B or C. Look, let's be honest, we like her interaction with Iruma
Yeah,
during the
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking about. You know what? Between that and the comedy potential of Asmodeus having to deal with her,
Yeah.
I
The
think
only
that's
thing
enough
I'm
to
just
push
weirded
a
out
B
by
tier.
the only thing I'm just weirded out by is that she could potentially be a predator if she wanted to. It's like honestly.
This is a world of demons. The sad thing is that she's probably one of the less offensive ones.
You're worried about Rhyme, but she, like herself, is like one of the 13 crowns that could probably charm anyone. And I fear for Iruma.
Yeah, she reminds me of the mother succubus from Rosario the Vampire at times.
Once again, I never really went far. I only watched season 1, and that's all I needed to see. But
Oh,
I'm
don't worry.
glad.
The anime sucks. The manga's half decent.
Yeah, I've heard. Okay, I don't know about that guy. I know he's from like the from the broadcast battler or whatever, but I don't know about him.
These characters are mostly plot twist world building characters. He's from the game Battler. I don't even
He
remember this
sucks.
character.
No, he was the one that that was like taking advantage of Clara in episode 3.
Oh,
He
right.
sucks.
Yeah, good idea.
That's his brother. Put him on C. He belongs to the Nether. He's already at the Nether.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, there's not. Okay, her family C. Like not much. I like their interaction.
C-
That turns out turns out that they were like with her this whole time. It reminded me of. Okay. He's either C or B. I just like this interaction. Whenever
I'll put him like a. I know, like, again, there's not too much stock in, like, the exact order we're doing this in, but if I'm to play pretend, he kind of falls in with these other two.
Yeah.
You know, just a really funny extra character.
I liked whenever he's like, he just breathed on his like stamp
Yeah.
and just signed it. That was hilarious. Fergus. Not much I know about her. I mean, I don't mind you putting on her at any rank. I just got nothing to say for her, to be quite honest.
I can't even put her with, like, the other teachers, like, in B, because we don't see her all that often.
Yeah, that's a problem with it. I just don't know about her a lot.
Alright.
Okay, that teacher, he's the one that does the art of torture and stuff, but
I mean, that's got to be at least C minimum.
I guess we can put him at C. I'll be honest, I quite forgot what he does.
And you know what? That probably says a lot in the context of the anime, because you've watched it more than I have.
Yeah, I've at least watched it like 4 consecutive times, actually. One with you, my friend Baha, and Puff, and eventually my brother, so.
Alright.
And even then, I still forget some of the interactions.
You know what?
Oh, wait, so we're putting him straight S, like no questions asked.
You see, this is my casual filter. Now we will know who actually watched the video.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna put her in S for a second. Or A, I mean, I thought you were gonna put her in A just because, but
No.
yeah.
Like, Claire's probably my least favorite of these three if I had to pick one. but no, still S tier.
Funny enough, there's a tier list on these people where it's Amari, Iruma, and then Clara. So she kind of beat Asmodeus if you think about it.
Yeah.
I just like how much of a little gremlin she is. Like she's just
Oh, yeah.
she's just
You know
like
what I
this
just realized that's
chaotic-
kind of funny?
What?
We have 8 people in S tier, and you could almost certainly assign the weight classes of Mario Kart to them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Like-
that's funny.
I just liked how much of a gremlin that she is towards just anything. And dear Lord help us if she hits her evil cycle. I don't think she should be on the list.
Like, just for the sake of completion.
Fine. But anyways, and for Asmodeus, man, even if he's simping, he's still entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I like whenever he's just serious and stuff. Like that man will go at like full throttle if it's anything involving Iruma. And then we have, last but not least, the title character, who is the bestest boy that I've probably seen in a while, next to Deku.
Yeah. It is uncanny how much they look and sound alike in both versions.
I don't know about sound.
In the English
Well,
version,
okay,
they hit
in the-
hit very similar notes. Now, it
What about
becomes
the
more...
Jap?
In the Japanese version, I would need to listen to them side by side because I don't watch subs too often.
Same here. Like, no, like, unlike what, guys, unlike what Squid says, I don't have a problem with, like, Japanese dubs or subs versus subs. The only thing I say is that you just don't dogpile people who like dubs.
Yeah,
Stop
I know.
that. Get some help.
Yeah, I know. I only do that to your kids because it's funny.
Anyway, so
Alright,
so yeah, I think we got our tier list.
Yep, we have our definitive 8. We have the we have the 12 best supporting, albeit for different reasons.
And then we have a whole lot of people on the B rank.
Yeah, I think the
the
biggest thing
C.
that actually says is just how few low tiers there are. And even then, like the
Yeah.
Nether, this is more so just because you're supposed to hate these 3.
Yeah, there wasn't really
There's
we only
nothing
put them
functionally
because
wrong
they're
with them.
bottom- Yeah, because they're bottom barrel. Like,
And-
they're not like they're not. It's not like a Velma situation where they're like we're supposed to like them, but we absolutely hate them. You know?
Maybe that'll be our next tier list. We rank all of the Velmas.
Oh God! I mean, at least we're not watching it. But Jesus, like
No,
I've
no.
watched-
I just mean like all the across the franchise.
Oh, you mean like different like?
I'm not watching that shit.
I only watched a reactions of that. And thank God.
I congratulate you for not giving them money.
Yeah, no. Like, are you talking about?
Reactions
Oh,
are not
are-
a market substitute, but man, are they convenient.
Oh, you mean you're talking about? I'm glad I never watched Velma on like HBO Max or something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I probably would have also watched it on, but then my sanity would have been depleted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be quite honest though. I watched the last two episodes of Velma, at least on because the reactions weren't out yet. So I was like really curious, and I regret watching it without the reactions.
I have
Because now
half
I
the
know how
mind.
they feel.
I have half the mind to censor the website you said you watched it on for comedic effect.
You should. If this actually gets released and then somebody like somehow it goes around. And then the
just in
internet will
case.
just censor it.
You know what? I'll just dub myself over saying Netflix. They'll never know.
Or just put a bleep sound. I don't know.
All right, so we have our Iruma tier list. I can't wait to do this again when that musical season finally drops in 3 years.
Yeah. Who knows how? Like, who knows if we're still gonna be like using the internet when we're doing that?
Yeah, you know, we'll
Or
just be uploading directly to each other's conscience by then.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, since I was showing this. I wouldn't mind like showing you other animes, one day. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. I know I'm still showing you one, but I'm just talking about like recent ones, like Dan to Dan.
Yeah. All right, so this is something I wouldn't mind doing from time to time, if only to get some short videos out here and there.
All right, so I guess that's it.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll look for something Code Lyoko we can do.
Yeah.